Today's story is about a girl who was ashamed of where she came from. She wanted people to think she was rich, but one lie led to another until everything came crashing down. This is the story of the taxi driver's daughter. Stay with me because you won't believe how it all ends. Delia lived in a small one-room flat in Lagos with her father, Mr. Tayo, who was a taxi driver. Every day, he drove people up and down the city, sometimes for long hours. Delia knew her father worked very hard, but she didn't like how people looked down on them. She always kept her school friends far from her home. She never posted pictures of her house online. In her mind, being the daughter of a taxi driver was something to hide. But one day, something big happened. Delia got a full scholarship to a very big university in Abuja. She screamed with joy. Her father hugged her tight, but even in that happy moment, one thought stayed in her heart. Nobody must know where I come from. When Delia arrived in Abuja, everything felt new. The school was big. The buildings were shiny. The students wore fancy clothes. Some even came with bodyguards. She met girls who used expensive phones and boys who wore gold chains. Everyone seemed to come from money, so Delia made a decision. She told everyone her father was a businessman who traveled abroad. She gave herself a fake surname, Delia Kings. It sounded rich. She even borrowed clothes from girls in her hostel to look like them. Every lie made her feel safe. She was now Delia Kings, not the daughter of a taxi driver. At school, people started noticing her. She spoke well, she was smart, and she acted like someone from a powerful home. One day, a rich boy named Kenton took interest in her. His father was a senator. He drove a flashy car and had money to spend. He asked Delia out for lunch. She smiled and said yes, but she was scared. What if he found out the truth? That night, Delia blocked her father's number and told him to stop calling during the day. People might hear your voice, she said, and ask questions. Her father didn't understand, but he kept quiet. He thought maybe she was just busy. Things got worse when one of the girls in a hostel, Marcy, started asking questions. Delia, where do you live in Lagos? What does your dad really do? You never post any family pictures. Delia lied again. She said her dad was in Dubai doing business, but Marcy wasn't convinced. She started checking Delia's stories. She saw no family pictures, no house pictures, not even one old post. Marcy whispered to others, I think she's pretending. Something doesn't add up. One weekend, the school closed for a short break. Kenton asked Delia, can I come visit your home in Lagos? I'll be in town. Delia panicked. She told him her house was under repair. Then she said her dad traveled. Then she said she would be out of town. Kenton raised his eyebrows. You're always making excuses. He stopped replying to her texts for a while. Delia sat on her bed and cried. She felt like her fake life was falling apart. During school break, Delia's father came to Abuja with his taxi. He parked near the school to wait for her, just to surprise her with lunch. He brought jollof rice in a cooler and her favorite drink. He even wore his best shirt. He called her phone many times. No answer. Then, a student saw him and took a picture. This old man says he's looking for Delia Kings, but he's driving a yellow taxi. The picture went viral in the school group chat. Students laughed. So this is her businessman father? Delia's biggest fear had come true. When school resumed, Delia walked into class and heard whispers. People stared at her. Someone sent her the picture. Your driver is looking for you, the message said with a laughing emoji. Her heart dropped. She wanted to disappear. Kenton saw the picture too. Why didn't you just tell the truth? He asked. Delia said nothing. Her throat was tight. Her eyes burned. She ran back to her room and locked the door. That night, she picked up her phone and called her father. He answered on the first ring. Daddy, she said, crying. I'm sorry, I was ashamed of you. Her father was quiet for a while. Then he said, you are my daughter. I drive a taxi, yes, but I paid your school fees. I fed you. I carried you when you were small. I never asked you to lie, he added softly. But I will always love you. Delia cried for a long time after the call ended. The next day, Delia did something no one expected. She posted a picture of her and her father in front of his taxi. She wrote, "This is my father. He drives a taxi. He taught me how to work hard. He taught me how to dream. I am proud of him." Some people laughed, some clapped. But something strange happened. Other students started posting about their own parents too. My mom is a hairdresser. My dad sells phone cases. It was like a door had opened. Months later, Delia was chosen to give a speech at a youth event. She stood on the stage in a simple dress and said, "I once pretended to be someone I'm not, but I have learned something. You don't need to lie to be respected. You just need to be real." The crowd clapped. Even Kenton stood up. That day, Delia walked out of the hall with her father. He was holding her bag. She didn't care who was watching, because now she was proud to be the taxi driver's daughter.